All right,
Done.
we should be live.
All right. Somebody just check to see if we live. All right, we good. All right.
We live.
Come. All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is a GMS Virginia. You know, back at it again to give you the latest news, article, lessons, and through the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And as always, first and foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor and due to Yahweh
Oh,
Bashim
gosh,
Yahushua Bashim Makadosh.
gosh.
And double honor to the elder great millstone with what was teaching us the truth. And of course, I want to say peace and blessings and salutations to Akim out there that's spreading this truth throughout the full consideration facility to the best of their ability. Scatter out through a full consideration, but they want to say shalom to the Aqua and the Akim. I'm sorry, Aqua and the Akim that's out there that's watching this, or whoever that may be. All right, this is on my mind right quick. This is on my spirit, and of course, like I said, if the spirit dwells, to be to be something else, and of course, you know what I mean, let the spirit dwell. But of course, the situation is as you can see, man. Like I said, man, we're in the time of war, as you can see, man, and the situation that's going on with Russia and Ukraine goes to show you that when it comes to you Jakes, man, that at the end of the day that these nations don't give a damn about you, man. You know, and for them to learn that these other nations don't like you is basically in the time of war, man. You know, and it's showing it straight to your face, man. You know, hard hitting in your face, man. You know, there's scripture where it's saying, envy not thine oppressor, man. You know, because like I said, even though, like I said, going back to these so-called Africans, you know, these are Nigerians. Like I said, going to the different countries, learning things, and going to their school centers, and like I said, learning, like I said, like I said, the history and all that stuff. But when, again, when you look at the history, which of course they don't teach you, that is actually run by I mean the government is actually a neo-Nazi country, man. You know, the racism, the people. Like I said, y'all seen it on the news that happened. Like I said, with these Nigerians, like I said, about the border being out there in the cold with
Right.
2 degrees Celsius. Like I said, and like I said, it doesn't bad for me. Like I said, you know what I mean, what really, what's really surprising is that, like I said, they didn't even let the women and children go, man. You know, they was out there in the cold, man. And now, this is, like I said, this is a wake up call, man. You know, for you Jakes, to let you know that, like I said, when it comes down to it, like I said, we're the only nation that's really gonna care about ourselves, man. You know, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know,
Come on.
because the scripture says what? Proverb, it says what? Though they join hand in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man.
Yeah.
These are times that we're in, man. Like I said, we're in a time of war, man. You know, when you go to Ecclesiastes, right? There's a time for peace and there's a time for war, man. This is a time for war, man. You know, man. Like I said, things are getting very serious, man. You know, and all you 2/3 coon jakes, like I said, man, y'all better wake up, man. For you really learn the hard way, as the scripture says, by what? Death by pain, man. You know, a lot of jakes really got to learn the hard way to let them know that the so-called damn white man is the damn devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Come on.
Uh, Brother got any scriptures or anything you want to say?
You say you want to bring out that article, right? Go ahead and tell the
Yeah,
article.
con. But I was just make sure brothers had any scriptures real quick. If not, then go ahead straight to the article.
Okay. Bros had no
Con, what's that scripture? Sakya. What's that scripture where it says has thou that but roughly paraphrase, it says has thou loved us?
I got that.
Con, you got
I
it.
got a
Con.
quick, I got a
Go
quick
ahead.
one for you, real quick, bro. This is because you was talking about them Nigerians trying to escape Ukraine. So this is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 5. It says, "For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem, or who shall mourn thee, or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?" All right, so especially in the times when like the boat's going into, when the time with war is on the news, nobody give a fuck about you trying to get out of Ukraine, man. All right, they don't give a fuck about you before the war. They ain't gonna give a fuck about you during the war. All right, period. You got it, bro.
Man. Beautiful, man. And then I noticed too about, like I said, everybody's supporting Ukraine, but like I said on the news. But again, like I said, I have yet to see these Ukrainians ever talk about the racism. That's like I said, that's going on, man. like I said, not even one Ukraine. Like I said, you don't see it, man. And that's why I'm glad that Yahweh Shem Yahshua is actually cool, like I said, to put judgment on these Ukrainians, man, rightfully so, man.
Hey,
You know?
they became sacrificial lambs, man. Because they damn president gave them to the wolves, man. Say, hey, you can have my people, you know, to forward our agenda. Because what we're gonna go into after you bring out this article, we're gonna go into this CHAARAGMA, all right, how they bringing in this new monetary system. So you got it, bro.
Yeah, Khan. And also, you know, the scripture says what? There's no thing, no new thing under the sun. At the same times, like I said, the situation between the war, when, like I said, during the time of Jerusalem, like I said, a roughly paraphrase, I think, like I said, during the Greeks, during the time of Antiochus, where, you know, I mean, like I said, there was war between the Romans and Greece, and then what happened? Our people got caught up in the mess.
That's right.
There was a lot of wars that eventually our people got caught into and got slaughtered, obliterated. There's going to be the same thing too.
Khan.
You want me to go into the article?
Yeah, Khan. That was it, Khan. I just wanted to make my point there.
So it said Istanbul.
Sakit. I forgot. But I wanted to get that precept. Go ahead, get that precept.
Khan.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 1. The burden of the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Yet I loved Jacob and hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Yeah, so I mean, you know, this is the precept, you know, the brother wanted me to bring out because nobody's caring about Jake, you know.
Yeah, Khan, because you know people worrying about Ukraine and all this and what's happening overseas. You got Jake over here starving here, man. You got homeless Jake over here, man. You know, you got the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans dying at an all-time high rate right here in the area that they're at, man.
One time you didn't even hear about Jake's committing suicide.
Right.
They were some of the highest ones committing suicide now.
Khan. And just to back you up, like I said, everybody around the world is giving donations to Ukraine or even America, but yet, like I said, America, like I said, I just find it funny, but like I said, these people can't help their, like I said, their own country, which is America, man. You know, like I said, inflation's on the rise, poverty, homeless is, like I said, it's getting worse and worse, man.
Yeah.
But yet, y'all worried about another country with their own problems that they got to deal with, man. You know, like I said, America, like I said, being as hell and is not satisfied. Go. What? Got to go to every country for what? For aid and help. Meanwhile, like I said, you can't even fix the stuff that's back at home, man. Go to show you that, like I said, who's in charge is the devil. Job 9:24, man.
Humanitarian aid.
Kind. And then them donations, man. And these people think their donations are going to the Ukrainians, man. These donations is going right into their pocket, man. Just like they set up the joints in Walmart and Kroger, you know, help this little girl with cancer, help the hungry, feed the hungry, help the little dogs. All that shit's going to the legal pocket. You know, hey, we ain't still changed, and it's got a lot worse, man. You know.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, it's even improving the fact that, like I said, no matter how many times people try to donate, like I said, it doesn't matter because again, like I said, if NATO's on, like I said, if NATO is not on their side or not even part of the Ukraine's not part of the Union, they basically all by themselves, man. And we know that Russia is a powerhouse, man. So it's easy for them to take the country if they really wanted to, man. You know what I mean? They're just sending out small military units, you know, go out first. But if they wanted to, like I said, all they got to do is just send in huge artillery missiles, man, if they wanted to, man, to really take their place if they wanted to, man. You know, we're just playing games with these, with these Ukrainians.
Yeah, it's all propaganda, bro. All these people believe in that shit. Like you just said, Russia's the top nuclear power in the world. And plus, Ukraine doesn't have no type of aircraft in their military. And we all know when it comes to war, who has the advantage? The high ground. So all Russia would have to do is just fly a couple more planes in there if they wanted to destroy Ukraine. That shows us that there's more to it, which is what we're going to talk about, heading us towards that CHAARAGMA, this new monetary system. But I'm going to let Paul bring that article out.
This is Istanbul World News. It says racist rhetoric in Europe. Blue-eyed, blonde-haired people are dying. Racist rhetoric began to rise from the Western media in the war that Russia started against Ukraine. Reporter described Ukraine as more civilized than other countries such as Iraq, Afghanistan, or Syria, saying that this country did not deserve war.
Hey, hold on. Why they saying that? Because they Edomites. How are they more civilized than Iraq and Afghanistan? That's bullshit.
Okay.
Right.
You know, because they Edomites, they're more civilized. Whatever, man.
Edomite supremacy.
Okay.
Saying that this country did not deserve war. One reporter went further and said, "This is very emotional for me."
If I may say, you know, like going into Afghanistan and Iraq, you know, these people never said pray for the Iraqis, pray for the Afghans. You know, Iraq and Afghanistan never deserve war.
Pray for Haiti.
Right. Pray for Haiti.
Remember that little situation that happened in Paris, Shalak? Remember a couple years ago?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I remember.
Pray for Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas had put their whole social. They had the whole Paris flag. London.
Right.
Pray for Paris.
Right.
But something that happened in your own neighborhood,
right,
or Jake's, niggas here in America never said pray for Haiti.
Right.
You know, pray for Cuba, pray for Dominican. None of that. You know.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The Esau.
And yeah, Con. I just find it funny. I mean, like I said it before. Like I said, they talking about some of their peaceful people. No, they're not, because, like I said, it's a proven fact when you do your research. Like I said, that the whole government is ran by basically, like I said, a neo-Nazi group, man. You know, like I said, I got the proof. Like I said, I got the picture. Like I showed her everything, man. You know. So, but because, and also, like I said, there was an article too. Like I said, there was research. I think last year, the mayor or March or May, where basically they were celebrating. I think like the 35th of May by the SS neo-Nazi soldier, man. You know, of course, like I said. But of course, like I said, they're not gonna tell you this, you know what I mean? The mainstream media and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Which is not a surprise, man. That's what we have to do our own research. As the scripture says, what a king, like I said, roughly paraphrase. I think that it says, a king basically roughly paraphrase and search out his own matter, man. So what? You got to do your own digging and research, man. You know, you just gotta love. You know what I mean? You always gotta learn the two sides of the story, man. You know, one side say made this, but then meanwhile, like I said, there's something like I said, we need the other. You know what I mean? Because of course, when it comes to Esau, like I said, you know, Esau tell you half a truth and then what half lies, man.
God, and that's our job, being the watchman, man. You know, to discern these different things, to you know, to give warning to our people, man. You got it.
Yeah, keep going. This is very emotional for me because I see Europeans with blue eyes and blonde hair being killed.
Run that back.
Hey, Rob. But that's what I wanted to bring out, because the other countries they mentioned was Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria. What's the difference? Those are people of color. Those are people of melanin, some type of melanin. Well, you know, they basically say, like you brought out at camp last week, white supremacy. They don't care about anybody that doesn't look like them. They want to push that white is right idea, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just try to put the link for that article in the live stream, and they deleted that shit immediately.
Damn.
Yeah, immediately, bro. Yeah, as soon as I put it up there, gone. You got it.
So it says, this is. Hey, it's funny because you know it's the food line right up the street, right? Go with the money order. Mm-hmm. Fucking whole books of Cesare Borgia.
Yeah, Yep.
So it says,
they got the you know, they got that shit all over the place, bro. You know, and Jake still seems to, fails to believe that, you know, they're pushing white supremacy, man, and they're trying to drill that into the minds of our people, man, and all over it's vibration going all over the whole earth.
Pushing themselves. Same thing Ethiopia did. What was it? Julius, I believe. Same every heathen that came into power, he tried to put themselves up. Then eventually what happened? He tried to make himself as God. Then what happened? The Lord threw him down. So it says, this is very emotional because I see Europeans with blue eyes and blonde hair being killed. As we enter the 5th day of the Russia-Ukraine war, the news from the region is not good at all. The loss of life is increasing with each passing minute as the conflict sees sinners. While the footage of the agency revealed the devastation experienced by the people, some reporters who conveyed the developments in Ukraine surprised the whole world with their racist rhetoric instead of focusing on the experience of the Ukrainians affected by the Russian occupation.
Now, if you could start right there, because basically this reporter right here, this sounds like she wants you to feel sorry. This sounds like more propaganda. It sounds like sympathy for them Ukrainians. That's the same shit them Amalekites pulled when they stole our land, right? And made it the state of Israel. They made you feel sympathy about what happened during the you know what with Hitler. That's what this sounds like. Feel sorry for the blue-eyed, blonde-haired people. This ain't right. This is all bullshit, man. To make people feel sorry about something that ain't really happening like that. You need to feel sorry about your gas tanks because they're just finna be empty in a couple months, man.
Yo, this is outrageous already, man.
Yeah, I noticed, man. Now it's over $4 now. The diesel,
right. And what's going, like the brother said, it's all propaganda going on because it's nothing but smoke screens and it's nothing but Esau's theater going on. You got crisis actors. Now you only got crisis actors. You got crisis troops, man. Whole armies and troops, you know, putting hold a whole front of what's going on. TikTok.
Nigga had cardboard guns and shit. On CNN News. They had this shit on CNN News. The niggas had cardboard guns. And the president of Ukraine, he got put in office in 2019, right before the C19 event.
Yep.
And he was a past actor and comedian. He got videos of him dancing in women clothing. It's a joke. He's a puppet.
Yeah.
You got it, Crow.
Real quick, Proverbs 6:16. These 16 do the Lord hate, yes, 7 are an abomination to him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief, a false witness that speak of lies, and he that sows discord among children.
Yep.
John, I got a scripture roughly paraphrasing. You know what I mean? The scripture talks about whoever perished being innocent, man. So we know that these devils aren't innocent, man. You know, that's why they're getting judgment for hey. Because what? The Lord just hates y'all, man. Because what? Y'all that sons of the wicked. You know, plain and simple. That's it, man. You know? Y'all don't benefit the earth, man. You know? The same thing. I mean, just because, y'all in a certain land where there's not really much going on, but again, at the end of the day, they still eat them at the end of the day, and they still got to serve slavery, man. You know.
Yep.
So no matter what happens, man, like I said, all of Israel wasn't wicked, but what? We still had to go to slavery. So how much more now, man? You know, the Lord said, "What? Eat at leaven the whole lump, man." You know, like I said, the Lord doesn't judge individually, man. The Lord judges as a nation, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. When it comes oh, I'm not an American. When they shoot them nukes over here, you know, it's not which has to be from the nation. Your ass ain't gonna make it. Ain't nobody gonna make it. The Lord's elect, man. You know.
I got that echo. So it says, broadcasting media in particular describe Ukraine as more civilized than other countries such as Iraq, Afghanistan, or Syria, while the offensive tools used to provoke widespread reactions on social media. So it says, this is not Iraq or Afghanistan, which have lived in chaos for decades.
Hey, hold on. Hey, we might be getting that echo because y'all our phones in the same vehicle. That might be it. But I'm hearing the echo. Y'all hearing it?
Yeah, kind. Like I said, I think it's coming. Like I said, somewhere. Of course, you got 2 phones. I think because we ain't go by, but I'm gonna mute mine until I speak.
You know what I'm saying? Hearing it through the other phone.
Is that better? I think.
Hey, see if y'all can jump on one phone in the car. Maybe set it up to the on the dash, maybe or something. That might
He
help.
can just, he can just mute, like I said, his phone. Like I said, I mean, it's clear now.
Okay, Con.
Speak, Abaya.
Can you hear me good?
Con, there we go.
All right. So it says, this is not Iraq, which has lived in chaos for decades. This is a civilized European city where you never expect to see such things. U.S.-based CBS News reporter Charlie Agata said live, his use of expression surprised the audience. The reporter's word.
No, go ahead, O.
All right. He said the reporter's words were viewed more than 1.5 million times on Twitter. Users interpreted that they Agata's racist rhetoric as a historical. The reporter back and apologized for the scandalous comment online, spoke in a way that
Just put the volume up.
and I'm sorry for that. You should never compare conflicts. Each one is unique. I made a bad choice of words. I'm sorry, he said. The harshest reaction from the media world to their goddess comment came from Chicago sometimes. Natter actually says he will whistle racism today and added, if this is the version where he chose his words carefully, these are civilized white people, not uncivilized brown people, not a third world country. U.S. reporter Charlie Delgado was not alone in his unfortunate comments. A colleague female reporter from England joined the caravan of racism with similar rhetoric. Something unthinkable has happened to the Ukrainians. This is not a developing third world country. This is Europe. ITV News correspondent Lucy Watson said in a broadcast from a train station, used the phrases, I see blue-eyed and blonde-haired Europeans being killed. This is the last part. Speaking to BBC, David Sakvaraleeds, the former deputy attorney general of Ukraine, said live, this is very emotional for me because I see Europeans with blue eyes, blonde hair.
Hey, what is up?
Yeah.
Because it's coming from you. If you gotta say something, let me know.
I'm gonna just mute my mic until I speak.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Go ahead, Carol.
That was it on that article.
Yeah. I want to get that scripture where it says, "Wake up the mighty men." Can Press get that scripture? Prepare for war. I was waiting on them, but yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, man, I just want to say, man, at the end of the day, like I said, hey, again, even though it's propaganda, but at the same time, though, again, call Yabashimi Ashad that the Lord is actually sending judgment, man, upon these Edomites, man. And at the end of the day, man, like I said, it's a beautiful thing, man, because they got to pay, man. Like I said, even though, like I said, it's small word, but at the end of the day, we all know what it leads up to. At the end of the day, man, to what? For that great reset and to bring that the MOB at the end of the day, man. You know, because what? At the end of the day, like I said, this war is gonna affect all these other countries too. At the end of the day, man. You know, by what? Prices, food, whatever country has, whatever they got the most. At the end of the day, man. Like I said, there's gonna be a famine in the land, man. You know, and it's slowly approaching. Go ahead, bring it out.
Book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say that I am strong.
Hey, put your mic real quick. Yeah, the scripture that the brother's reading is saying the nations, all right? So the Ukraine and Russia shit, that's just involving Ukraine and Russia. There has to be an instance where the third war spoken of in the book of Revelation, when it kicks off, it's going to bring in all these nations across the earth, all right? Russia's going to come in, America's going to come in, Iran's going to come in, The state of Israel's gonna come in, Syria's gonna come in, North Korea's gonna come in, China's gonna come in, all the NATO is gonna come in. All these nations are gonna be fighting. It ain't just gonna be Russia, Ukraine, and then America come. That ain't how the third war was prophesied to happen. The Lord said He's gonna drag these nations to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shabbat. That's over there in the Middle East, over there where Iran and Israel is at. That's where He's gonna drag them. So that right there lets us know that all this is just a precursor of something else.
Yep.
It's a precursor for this mark, this CHAARAGMA.
Yep.
Why? Because the economy is hurting. The economy's already hurting, and they ain't even really start fucking up shit yet. They about to raise interest rates this month.
Oh, right.
You know,
This just a prelude.
Yep.
You know, before the movie gets started, you get the backstory. You know what I'm saying? You get to like what last week on episode.
Yep.
You know, so we ain't got into it really yet. You know.
Yep.
I just saw on went to the barber. They was talking about how they cutting off all the mandates. You ain't gotta wear no mask and all that no more, man. They're basically saying they get COVID's under control.
Right. He said it.
No, fuck it.
Hey,
right.
And hey,
there's the
hey, the cat's out the bag now. Hey, and through this whole Ukrainian situation, people didn't forgot about this so-called pandemic. You know, people died over here in the United States and in various parts of the earth through this so-called pandemic. They didn't forget about that, man. Esau is very clever and cunning at how he can just make people completely forget about, you know, a certain situation and certain things that are going around the earth, man. You know, he can bring up these false flag attacks, these agendas, you know, these smoke screens, throw it in his media through his witchcraft, and boom, people are like, oh, Ukraine, people are dying, people are this, when really they have no clue technically what's going on over there, only from what the so-called white man feeds them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I got Ezekiel 33.
Oh, Mother's ain't finished that precept. I just had him mute himself for a little bit.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
John, go ahead and finish it up.
Verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh.
That was it?
Got it.
Yeah, so again, like I said, all these nations, all these nations need to prepare for war, man. Like I said, and you Jakes, like I said, that was up there in Ukraine, man, matter how you felt, man. I hope that, man, this was a wake-up call, man, you know? Because, like I said, basically, like I said, if they don't learn a lesson, like I said before, like someone passed on, like I said, it's like I said before, they're gonna get caught up in somebody's mess. And like I said, if that prepared, they're gonna be just cast to the wayside, man. You know, if like I said, if like because again, we know how Esau like is when it comes to finding his own nation. How much more of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, like Native Americans, man? You know, we're just gonna be just what bystanders, man. Just basically in the way, man. Just be caught up in it, man. You know. A lot of these just gonna be confused, man. You know, because what Jake has been brought up with that Christianity spirit, man. Love everybody, man. Hold hands and this man for way too long, man. You know, and Jake's like I said, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jake actually forgave Ukraine, man, for the stuff that they did, man. You know, so again, like I said, the only reason how Jake got to wake up, man, is by as the scripture says, death by pain, man. You know what I mean. The Lord gotta, like I said, man, the Lord gotta force them, man, to know who their enemy is.
That's right.
Just like the so-called black woman is being used, then eventually she's gonna be tossed away. Just like those Benjamites in Britain, they just deported them back after they built up Britain. They deported them. Just like how a lot of Northern Kingdom, they come over here on a visa, work visa. They build up America. They use them to a certain point, and they just deport them. Mm-hmm. And that's the same thing with you Jakes. You don't know who your enemy is. You're so gone and fonded off this. You're so marveled by Esau's technology, his fanciness, his so-called freedom. But in the same time, your everything about you is being demoralized. You lost. You don't know who you are. You don't know who your enemy is. You losing your wits. You losing your mind. You losing yourself. It's being working on these job sites, I see a lot of Northern Kingdom smoking cigarettes now, man. At one time, you didn't see nothing like that, man. I see a lot of Northern Kingdom chicks working with boots on, man. You know, you don't see shit like that.
They saying pray for Ukraine, smoking a goddamn cigarette.
Yeah, you know, so
nigga about to drop dead right there before Ukraine. These people in Ukraine died from goddamn lung cancer, man.
You see a lot of jakes that come over, they end up loving this place because it's a facade that you're free.
God.
You know, but really it's tearing you and breaking you down.
Yep.
You know, I just heard one Northern Kingdom chicks, you know, since she's been over here, they're like, damn, all she do is work and work. You know, so it just you think you have freedom
living in America, and they want to chase that American dream. Hey, here you go. You got
hey, I'm glad you say that because when he came in, the Ray told us of living in America with his ass.
His ass got put out.
His ass got put out. You know, you live in America. You want to be in league. Where does the scripture say? Though hand be joined in hand, the wicked should not go unpunished. So y'all that look at these Edomite countries not trusted in Esau, guess what? You're gonna get the judgment that Esau gonna get. Because contrary to popular belief, this motherfucker has to pay for everything that I don't give a damn what he says.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what he talking about. It was my forefather. It was my great nigga. You gonna pay, and that old crusty ass old nigga that's on your walls gonna pay. Your whole lineage gonna pay. Because we had to pay. That's righteous judgment, man. We serve a just power, okay?
Seeing that old black woman in that fucking wheelchair, with that fuel injected wheelchair, that just shows you right there. Esau got to fucking pay, man.
Bro,
you know.
Let me get that preset real quick.
That's Big Mama, and Esau put that Big Mama like that with the fuel injected wheelchair matriarchy amongst the so-called black community since the 60s, man.
And that just, I might say that just shows the pride of these women, man. You know, the pride of these goddamn women. Here it is, a woman in a goddamn wheelchair, old as hell, is gonna come before 10 to 12 men and talk all that shit, man. And they do that because they had the protection of Esau, man. They know they can jump on the phone, 911. They got onlookers. There's a couple simps that have come to the rescue. You know what I'm saying? It just shows the pride of these women, man. You know, you got.
Hey, Salaki, let me
go ahead.
I just wanted to back the brother Abaya up. You know, this is Revelation 18:6. It says, "Reward as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she had filled to her double." You know what I mean? So, this devil has to pay, man. This devil has put us through all type of atrocities. And to this day, he still has his foot on our necks. Now, you know, they saying that a lot of so-called Nigerians are being denied access to get out of Ukraine right now, but we know a lot of them people are who? They're the children of Israel. You know? So this guy, he can't stop. He wants to see us completely wiped out. So he's gonna get double of that, you know what I mean?
And that lets us know that we're at the foot of Jacob's trouble, because the scriptures say you should desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Right.
Times, man, Canada, you can't go to Canada. Canada is about to be in the beast as we speak. So ain't no going across that border.
Yeah,
Mexico, ain't shit in Mexico. So you niggas are trapped.
Yep. Hey, you saw how they were treating those truckers out there doing that little standoff, man. You know, they was basically taking them to jail, man. You know, they froze all their bank accounts. You know, all them truckers that was at the Canadian border that was out there protesting, and Esau froze all their bank accounts, man. You know, they said someone ride around with dogs and pets in the car. You know, Esau took them. You know, so you exactly right, you know.
Yep. Y'all got it.
Ezekiel 33 and 3. If when he see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. And whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take him not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
Okay, slow. We've been warning Jake, begin with our elders for years, man. So now that the prophecies are jumping off the pages, we ain't got ain't shit else for us to do but continue to finish out these last days of prophesying.
Ride it out.
You know what I'm saying? Because hey, we done told y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's too late now. If you don't want to hearken, it's gonna be too late. You know, don't get scared now. Don't try to act like you know what's going on. Oh, this World War III. This what the prophets. Nah, nigga, you don't know what's going on, nigga. You late.
Got these all little funny memes and shit.
Yeah, think shit a game.
Ukraine and Russia and don't act like you're because that pandemic that just happened really showed Jake who they really are.
Yeah.
And it showed how you really trust this devil.
Yeah.
So
Right.
don't switch up now because you think it's about to be a so-called war that's going on. No, it's about to be a great inflation and a great reset. So and it's going to it's going to hit hard because the thing about it, see, as a nation, when you set up a structure, I don't know right off top how everything is set up, but first and foremost, there's no unity amongst Jake. We have no military. We have no how you say
right. No
structure.
Right.
We
ain't got no government.
No government. No moral.
Right.
No.
We ain't got no seat at the UN.
Nothing.
Amongst the nations. And
We
Jake will
have
still
no foundation.
Yeah. And Jake will still say, we ain't oppressed. Jake will he'll still spew some goddamn madness out of his mouth, man.
Yep.
That he don't know who's in rulership, that they got some type of power, that you ain't a slave. But where's your military? Like I was going into, where's your military at? Where's your planes? Where's your navy? Where's your ships?
You ain't got no family.
Yeah.
Your cousin don't like you.
God,
Your mama don't like you.
God.
Your daddy don't like you. Your own kids don't like you. So how are you gonna maneuver in these times? You can't even trust your own neighbor.
Right. Who are you trading with? Where's your presidential seat?
Yep.
Where's your your seat amongst the White House and these other leagues of nations, man? Jake just Jake really don't like the brother was going into. Jake really don't have no clue what's going on, man.
When has Moab came over and invested anything in you? When has the so-called black woman created a stock that was invested in? These Moabites and created fucking fake hair, and they made millions off the so-called black woman.
Hey, Salak,
you got it, bro.
Hey, them same Jake that's walking around thinking that we not slaves and we free. Them the ones that call themselves African American. You just brought up about Moab. Now here it is that the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American has been getting their head kicked in the ground for how many years, right? Over and over again. And a couple gooks get beat up. And what does this place do? This place signs a treaty, or not a treaty, but a bill to say, hey, you can't touch these Asians. But Jake been getting pummeled for how many years, over and over and over again.
Hey, no CLMs, no China, no CLM, no Chinese Lives Matter, no. They didn't have to protest,
right?
Nope.
They didn't have to put CLM all over. People putting that shit out of the store. They didn't do none of that, man.
Oh shit! Yeah, but
no other country had to do none of that, man. But Jake's still seeking for love.
Hey,
trimming their ways.
Hey, Salat, the Edomite cop that just only got 2 years for murdering Jake. Jake do less than that. Like the rapper Dark Low, he got 7.5 years for writing a letter. But this Edomite cop killed a young Jake in broad daylight, right? And 2 years, which we know she only gonna do really like 6-7 months. So how can Jake walk around and think that they still free, man? That's because the Lord put the wool over their eyes,
Right. And Esau really gonna push it to that limit where Jake is really gonna, rouse up and want to do something. It's the Lord doing that, and that's when they're gonna get gunned down, man. That's when they really gonna find out, well, hey, we is outmatched, we is outmanned, we is outgunned. We don't have that type of technology.
By the time it's gonna be too late.
It's good, but you're right.
Prepared yourself for that.
Con.
You can't react at the last minute. You're fat. You got a gut. Everybody, the black woman, she's obese. These Negroes, they worry about being pretty.
Right.
Everybody getting a fade.
Right.
one dreadlock up, one dreadlock up,
and one back,
and the shit cut on the side. These niggas want to be pretty,
Right.
man. It's too late to react now.
A nigga got a gut and he's got his pants around his ankles, man,
and tight jeans.
Bro, Esau set it up perfect, man. You know, we gonna get these niggas.
Oh, go ahead. Finish your point, though.
I was gonna say that we gonna get Esau set it up perfect. He's basically put it to where he said we're gonna set these niggas up where they're gonna be out of shape. You know, they're gonna have their pants hanging around the goddamn waist, tight ass pants at that. You know, and they really think that their little gun, their little handgun, whatever type of weaponry or whatever type of gang they represent is really gonna stand for something and be able to stand against these troops that come, man.
Right.
Yeah, no, the dollar collapse. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you can't go to the banks and bail and take no? You know, Jake is conditioned now. They can throw a little cash in their wallets, coins. They can take the little coin jar. They can save little coins and dump it in the food line machine and get a little change out. Or go to
you see what just happened in Australia with them getting rid of the ATMs. Now, imagine that happened over here. Your grandma,
oh child, I went to the bank. I tried to get some money out the bank. The bank ain't even there no more. The ATM gone, child.
You know that's the reality of this situation. Jake ain't prepared, but the Most High wanted that way. He wants them to be sleep, so he comes in like a thief and whacks their ass. He allowed Jake. Jake thought this grace period was a time to be wicked. This was the only reason the Lord took us out of the plantations and out of Jim Crow was for us to have a grace period to be brought back up. The 2/3 took the grace period as let's get these blue faces. Let's go to let's pop in the strip clubs. Let's eat rappers. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna make it, man. But Mothers, you want to make a point? I know you've been muted for a minute.
Yeah, dang, I just about to say, yeah, again, you know, like the brother Crop was saying, man, like I said, when Jake really gets hard, like I say, he hit hard with that famine and nowhere else to go, we know the scripture come over top of our head, Isaiah 30 and Isaiah chapter 31. You can go right back to his person for what? One of all things, according to the curses, man. It's that simple, man. Like I said, Jake is weak. Like I said, Negro Latinos and Native Americans, like I said, the 2/3 are weak, docile. Like I said, they have no foundation. Like you said before, if they're not covered by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, then who else they got to go to? They're going to go to what? Their guides, and also, which is who? Their oppressor, which is E at the end of the day.
Exactly. Like for instance, the new modern women, they don't know how to cook. So you can't even depend on them.
Nope.
You know, when the last time you had a chick that really knew how to tend to you, or really, back in the day you could get a plate from old girl or something like that. You know, back now these girls don't know how to cook, man. These girls don't know how to do nothing, man.
That Isaiah, that covert from the wind. A lot of these women, they're not going to get picked by the elect men of the Lord because they can't do those things. The scriptures tell us they're going to just let us be called by your name. We'll eat our own bread. We'll make our own clothes. These women don't know how to cook. These women don't know how to sew. So the women that these scriptures are talking about they somewhere else. They ain't talking about these bitches that post on Instagram all goddamn day.
They reserved for the elect.
Yeah,
you know, they somewhere hidden.
Yeah, the Lord ain't about to give us Big Booty Keisha 123 with 80 million followers on Instagram. That ain't the women that's coming in. The women that's coming in, we ain't seen them, Arky. They somewhere hit on humble. That's ready to do those things that the brother's talking about. That's ready to cook for you, ready to get your clothes ready for you, ready to just serve you. Just let her be called by your name. They reserved for us, you know. So like brothers been going into with these women videos, you know. Me personally, that ain't my spirit to keep going on women, but you know, brothers got to vent how they do. Hey, the spirit is getting on these women to let brothers know. Look, don't worry about these women, man. You got women coming. You are a son of the Most High. You are a prince of the power, a God. You are a God, a God in the making, a king in training. Don't be stressing yourself about no goddamn woman.
Yeah, because on this side, Jake, I did a video on this yesterday. Jake feel like them having a woman solidifies them as being a man on this side.
Validation.
Yeah, Man, like brother Abaya always brings out, man. If look out of one riders out, we beat them, man. Shit, we ain't gonna be even worried about women because they gonna be at our leisure. We gonna see stuff that really opens our mind up 10 times more than a woman. You know?
Yeah, men like
that's beautiful.
Men,
and that's beautiful because when we actually get in those times, we're gonna know we're so close to the kingdom. You're right. We ain't gonna be worried about women, man.
Just for all them bitches.
Yeah, but men like
we damn near we ain't worried about no women.
Yeah, men like achievements. Men get glory from achievements. So the Lord is going to give us purpose to achieve things. That's why we're going to be master builders in the kingdom. Men like accomplishments. I achieved this. I conquered this. I built this. I made this from the ground up. Men like that type of stuff. So as we grow more into our kingship and our godlyhood that the Lord is giving towards us, the woman is going to become less and less insignificant as more we grow, man. We've been down and out. Look how low we fell from our heritage, man. Of course, we grew up in a society where you addicted to porn in high school, middle school, whenever you started looking at this shit. You ain't got no woman because you ain't been taught nothing about women. The women ain't picking you. So you deprived and you ain't got shit and you lonely. So of course those demons are going to play on you, woman. But that's where the scriptures come in and tells you have to overcome this world, overcome the lust of the flesh, overcome the desires of the flesh, and you're going to win. That's the battle. That's the condition of the battle. The Lord want to see if you're able to overcome.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It's going to be in its proper order.
Yep.
And that's one thing that's why it's so beautiful in these times that we're in. That's why to have this truth that that we have and to actually really be praying and getting your mind right for this thing, because hey, just like that video about the Beatles, them niggas were dweebs, man. At the end of the day, look at all them chicks. They were running and all that. But at the end of the day, man, we have so much. We have the true riches, and we have. You got to think about it on our level that we're on. Where we at, we're foreseeing everything. And that just shows you the spirit, the power that we serve is real. He exists. Because we don't have, we're not sitting up with the top elites, and we haven't heard exactly what they have said. And we don't have no inside link man saying, listen, hey, y'all, this is what's going on. No, this is all through the spirit. Because we know, we have prophecy that's going to go into all of what we're saying. The CHAARAGMA coming, the inflation, Jacob's trouble, they want to chip everybody, they want to Esau wants to make himself as the heavenly father. They got goddamn sex robots coming out, man. Why? Because they have broken this society down, man, to the point where everybody's a fucking weasel. Everybody's weird. There's no socialism. That's why we tell our people, if you don't repent, you're going to get caught up, because look what's going on. You now, you leave your neighbor, you leave your house. Don't nobody talk. Like you get that. People barely hold the door for you now. People. Back in the day, you walk by somebody. Hey, how you doing? It's just a cold.
Yeah, it's called common courtesy.
Man. Hey, you remember the other day, dude called me a stupid motherfucker?
Yeah. Hey, the scripture says the love of many shall wax cold, man. Through this whole pandemic, through people dying because of disease, through all these things that have happened, Black Lives Matter, this, that, and so forth, man. Hey, that love has waxed cold, man.
All these fake ass organizations being brought up, Black Lives Matter. What you call?
You got
the
Antifa,
left wing,
you got the left wing,
the right wing, Democrat, Republican. All this shit has stirred up so much confusion and simplicity that everybody is just, I'm going my own thing, my way. That's my thing.
If I may say, where these Black Lives Matter niggas at, man? And that just shows that it was all orchestrated by Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau ain't gonna have this situation in Ukraine happening while these niggas is out here marching and talking about Black Lives Matter. You see how he does it systematically in a perfect, almost a perfect fashion, man.
They should have a resort for blacks right now.
Right. These Black Lives Matter niggas come out, pop out of nowhere, go back into hibernation, pop out again, Go back into hibernation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was really about that life, then you should still have been out in the streets from the time y'all was protesting, man.
That's what I said. Freedom might that rides around this bicycle.
Yeah. The only Black Lives Matter niggas we see is a goddamn Edomite. You know, the Esau ride around with a bike, a shirt, say Black Lives Matter, a goddamn, you know, like here in Richmond, we got every camp, bro. Every single camp, he'll ride by with a bike with a light up sign that say Black Lives Matter. You know,
hey, bro, on my route is two old Edomite flamers, and every time I come to the door, they answer the door with the T-shirt on, the BLM T-shirts. Them the only ones supporting that shit. But I got a quick precept to back up what Karab said about how people are becoming more harsh.
God.
Really, it's people are depressed, man. I seen a clip the other day. Dude was just sitting on the roof of the building, ready to jump. But this is Isaiah 24 verse 4. It says the earth mourneth.
Dog from St. Andreas.
It says the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languish. So I dropped it. Yeah, it says the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And when you go into that word languish, it means to be exhausted. So everybody's just exhausted with this ease bullshit. But see, the difference between them and us is we have a hope. We have a hope in the Lord. They don't have hope, so they go to alternatives, marijuana, drugs, sex addicts, all type of. They go back to their addictions, or shopping all the goddamn time, going out every goddamn night. You know, they're languishing. They're trying to take away that pain through lust, but it ain't gonna work.
That's right.
You gonna stay depressed because this the times that we're in. Them good old days is over. The 80s is over. The 90s is over. The early 2000s is over. We're moving into a new age. And every time a new kingdom is about to be built, that kingdom that's about to be destroyed experiences harsh times. And the people of that society are depressed. They go through famines. They go through plagues. We just had that Pluto conjunction, right? It just occurred that let us know that we're entering into the time of destruction. But you want to say?
No, that made me think of the scripture: when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked are in authority, people mourn. You know, roughly paraphrasing, man. People are tired. We under subjection. People are tired of the BS, so they just go to their vices. Like you said, you know, people want to get high. You know, because anything can be a drug to you. Like you said, porn could be a drug. Marijuana, cocaine could be a drug. Women can be a drug.
Shit, your job. Shit, a lot of these people that do a lot of jobs and shit, they work just because they don't have nothing else to do. They just work.
They don't want to go home. People out here going through it, man. And they're putting these fake ass faces for TikTok. They'll upload a video.
Oh, social media is a drug. Yeah, social media is a drug. They'll upload a video like they're happy. A 20-second video like they're happy. You think that's their whole life. Nigga, they depressed, nigga.
They don't. What they showing on the outside, they ain't showing the truth. How they come home to a 1-bedroom apartment that's tight as hell. You know what I mean? They fronting, they pump faking. You know?
Yeah. And that's going into what you said about these people are depressed. The so-called white man is going to use that when he pushes this CHAARAGMA. You know, he's going to use that depressive state of mind that they're in. He's going to say, hey, when you take this CHAARAGMA, you no longer feel depressed. You know, you'll always be happy.
The metaverse.
Yeah.
Metaverse.
Yeah. You won't get sick. You'll always be happy. You'll be in a good mood. You know, and they're gonna have some test subjects already out there. Look how happy these guys. They're gonna have these people come out with testimonies talking about, I used to be addicted to drugs. I used to be addicted to this. This happened to me, and then I took the CHAARAGMA, and now I'm the best man I can be.
And just when they were talking about the metaverse yesterday, the Freshest Fit, I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Right?
They're basically like, you can escape your reality. You can buy shit. See, you can't own nothing here.
Right.
In the metaverse, you can own this. You can
God.
own that. And you know, it made me remind me. I don't know if bro ever played The Sims.
Yo, that's what I was just about to say, bro.
If you ever played The Sims, now you know if you play The Sims, that's not a game you can just pick up and just put down.
Yeah, it's an addiction because of addiction. That's my step-post was addicted to that shit, bro.
Bro, you'll get addicted to that shit.
He bought that shit. I walked in the room, bro.
Reality.
I walked in the room. I walked in the room one time and I'm like, yo, what you doing, Pops? Oh, I'm taking out the trash. I'm like, what the fuck? Taking out the trash? Yeah, I'm taking out the trash. I'm about to grill on the grill in the back. He all in that shit, but it's an escape from reality. And when you look at life on the earth,
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, Esau is going to continue to make life on the earth more and more miserable. All right, as gas prices go up, as food prices go up, as your living arrangements continue to put stress upon you, people are going to get miserable. So they're going to want that escape. They're going to want that alternate reality. And that's how he's going to promote it. But guess what, nigga? It's going to fail. Because as soon as you make that CHAARAGMA mandatory, bitch, the Lord is going to really speed shit up. We're going to get the fuck. Because you're not going to achieve your enterprise. You're not going to achieve your agenda. We can't get this devil too much credit because he ain't going to go as far as he think he's going to go with this shit. All right? We see the prophecies are here. It don't take much for the CHAARAGMA been here. People are already taking the CHAARAGMA. So that lets us know it's already here and ready to be put instituted. What you saying, bro?
Like I was about to say, a good movie to check out is that movie Gamer, you know, because it kind of goes into that whole metaverse thing. You know, that movie came out a couple years ago. I'm not sure what platform it's on. I think the only one it's on is it might be Paramount or something like that. But you know, a good movie for bros to check out is the movie Gamer.
And one play, what is it called? One player one, some shit like that. Yeah, one player one. They show you how society was all destroyed, but everybody was in their houses. The whole world destroyed, but everybody in their houses on the alternate shit. You know? Shit is crazy, man.
Nah, but like the brother said, you know what I'm saying, he's going to continue to make this place worse and worse, right? And more depressed, right? Now, we know Job 9:24, Malachi 1:4. We know who the wicked is, and the wicked are running the world right now. But this is John, hold on, Salakia, real quick.
Yes, I just say, well, you found that, hey, you just like, yo, you can actually have a woman, she can find her perfect man on the metaverse. That's wicked as hell. Hey, what about dream man? She can have it in the metaverse. Men ain't getting these virgins out here, right? You can go in and get in the metaverse. You can be a bachelor.
Hey, but look, or you can get raped. What about the Edomite chick that said she got touched in that shit? She said the nigga touched her avatar, man.
That's all the rollout. But nah, Salakia. But back to what I was saying, the brother brought out how this place, because he's on top, he's gonna make this place worse and worse. Well, that's the way the Lord set it up. This John 10:10. It says, "The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy." Who's doing that right now? This madman, right? But you know, the good thing is we got our big bro coming back and basically finish off. It says, "I am come that they might have life and they might have it more abundantly." So when this thing put in its right side, you know, in its right place, man, everything's gonna be abundance of good things, of great things, of righteousness. You know,
no more seedless grapes, no more seedless oranges. Where's the watermelons with black seeds in, man? God damn! Brother just read it. He came to destroy. Right. This nigga has the son of perdition. He was prophesied to be the son of perdition. He destroyed everything. The family structure is destroyed. Your health is destroyed. People don't even know the common minerals they need in their body. Common knowledge that we knew in our ancient lives of just the basic nutrients and minerals you need to keep going in society. People just know cheeseburger from McDonald's and a 4-piece nugget, and you wonder why you dying at the age 45 of a random heart attack, man. Right. You know, he's destroyed the way of life completely. So we don't even have to delve into slavery. Nigga, what you did to the earth is enough for you to be put in chains for all eternity, man.
Yeah, here it is. We out here sick. You know, people want to go to the pharmacist for things to help them, not knowing that we got common herbs that's going to bust whatever sickness we got out the window, you know?
You brothers got it, man. Mothers, you got something? You wanted something?
Yeah, I got
Yeah, but want to say something real quick?
Yeah, Khan. I mean, you know, here it is. You know, this devil's been destroying everything, and now all of a sudden he want everybody to feel sorry for him. You know, I mean, you know, that's how you know there's a different spirit going on in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got the other nations looking at this devil and saying, "Oh, thou hast become as weak as us." You know, you could be touched.
Yep.
You know, that's all I got. Whichever just making me mad.
Good precept. Luke 12:51.
Yeah.
Suppose ye that I have come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division.
And that's what's taught in the Christian church, man. That peace, when Jesus Christ comes and returns, he's bringing peace and safety, and we're all going to crawl in his hands, and we're all going to go up to heaven. You know, that's what's taught. You know, and that's what's like the songs they sing in these church. He got the whole world in his hands. You know, you saw all these goddamn hymns in these churches, man. And that's just the vibration that they're trying to put on you, Jakes, man. You know, to be in a docile state, to not know who you are, to not know who your enemy is, to love everybody and go with the flow, man. You know.
Hey, what that black pastor say? He said the dragon in the garden, where it wasn't a dragon, Satan got in the dragon, and then the dragon lost his feet, so it didn't have a leg to stand on. That's what they learn in these churches. Madness.
God. And these churches doctrine is ever changing, man. You know, the Christianity is ever changing, man. You know, now if you commit suicide, you still go to heaven. You know, all this madness they keep. Bro, they just keep making new shit. They're trying to revive Christianity, trying to pull these people back in.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody,
time of Ezekiel. They wondering why all the young Jakes are leaving the church.
Time
of the Great Awakening.
Yep.
Man, I ain't never seen so many bug outs start popping up out of nowhere. Cause just shalom. all praise to Yahweh. And you're like, damn, you know. But with that Great Awakening comes bug out and agents and novices. So that's you got to take the good with the bad. That's the balance. But niggas is leaving the churches, man, because we're at the end of this thing, man. You want to say something?
Right, because that Great Awakening does have to come. Because if you think about it, amongst great millstone, the brothers that are out there through the apostles and elders, a great millstone on down, they're out there doing that work. It ain't nowhere close to 144,000. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, what's that?
Well, that's the thing. With the Most High ain't gonna show us his whole hand.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Khan, yep.
He wants Jake's heart to be sincere. Can you imagine if he showed us 144,000 out here? Jake already proud. They already sitting in throne chairs with balloons behind them. Tell me I'm an elder, but you can't even break down the mark of the beast word. You know. Right. So you can imagine if the Lord was showing us 144,000 already out here. We out of here tomorrow. We out of here tomorrow.
Right, God. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're exactly right, because that Great Awakening is gonna come. At the end, man. Right now, like you said, Jake really can't see it. He's looking like, man, there's only 3 or 4 of y'all, 6, 10 of y'all in each city. 2 in a city. Like, man, what y'all ain't, like you saying, it's gonna require, actual faith and belief from Jake. You know what I'm saying?
And guess what? You know what's gonna propel that? We can't forget the spiritual power.
That's right.
Brothers gonna start healing people. When brothers start healing people and doing miracles, or you gonna just flood. You just can see a flood of Jakes. Because remember, all them niggas that came to see the miracles. He turned the breads of loaves and fishes into thousands for all of us. But the Lord said they just came there to eat. So so the men that was sincere, he talked to them in parables, right? And see, that's the thing. A lot of guys, they don't like us as GMS because a lot of the elders are stumbling blocks. Well, Yahweh Shah was a stumbling block. He was austere. He was rough. You may not like a brother's appearance. You may not like the way the brother teach. You may not like his vibe. But what is the word that he's teaching? See, a lot of teachers are stumbling blocks to Jake because the Lord don't want a lot of Jake to come in. Yep. And that's why you gotta have that spiritual eye to know who the true teachers are, man.
Yep.
All right.
That made me. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
It tells you should know by their fruits.
That's right.
I was bringing that down today. Well, I don't know if it was the day. Well, but the video was recent. He was out there teaching with the Dallas camp. He was teaching how they were doing it for 10 years. It seemed like it wasn't nothing going on. and bam,
Right.
four corners, hey, GMS everywhere.
Right.
Real quick, Mark 3:24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. And if Satan
what did the Florida governor tell them kids? Take that goddamn mask off. This place divided, man. You know,
he said it's over. He said this is ridiculous. Edomite kid took his mask off so goddamn fast. Bro, he said what?
Yeah.
And look, this place is so in confusion that I read the comments underneath there, and everybody was just more upset about him talking to Jake kids that way instead of because a lot of the comments said, yeah, he might be right, but he don't need to be talking to them kids like that. You know what I mean? Even though so they got their mind on the wrong thing. What he said was actually true. It's a charade. You know,
Jake missed the point in everything, man. Jake missed the point, the punchline, and every goddamn thing, bro.
Right. And going back to what this brother said, that's why they had their chance when the C19 event kicked off. The Lord tested y'all ass. All right, I'm gonna lock your ass down and see if y'all get right. And you had niggas like Jim Jones. Oh, the potion. That's the mark of the beast. Now this nigga wearing a see-through goddamn purple.
Let this
nigga back outside. Now he a mortal.
Super gang member, right? Gang banger, tough guy.
What he said? Goonies. He got them sick. When I really, he a model. He said,
you had niggas during the lockdown with do-rags on talking about 5G. Let me break it down for y'all. And then as soon as the lockdown was over, these niggas went back to being niggas. Right. So y'all got tested already. The Lord said, see your true colors. And majority of y'all actually took that goddamn potion. And now they don't with it.
He was crying. He didn't get no respect from Louis Vuitton.
Just like that. C19 was gone.
Hey, you got that thing.
And concerning what you was going into concerning the lockdown about, you know, that's right. Our people actually had a lot more time to themselves where they could sit at home. You know, because a lot of them were getting unemployment, a lot of them were getting paid. They couldn't go to work, so they could have been watching videos, you know, actually learning. You know,
what stimulus money. Yep.
God, you know, so they had to, so that's why there ain't gonna be no excuse for these for the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Ain't gonna be no I didn't know what's a Hebrew Israelite, you know. Nah, it ain't gonna be none of that.
Yeah, because that's mercy from the Lord. He could have just brought them. He brought like a pre-lockdown before the actual lockdown. So man, you can't say the Lord's not merciful, man, because he could have just shut everything down, right? You know, and kept it shut down.
You know, and during that whole lockdown period, the videos of Great Millstone, you know, basically tripled. You know,
you
know, hey man, like the amount of videos that are going out, you know, to this day, man, you know, from that lockdown until now, have just, you know, multiplied in a numerous way. So, you know, ain't no excuse for Jake, man.
Yeah, because we get scared when we see prophecies ramp up, we get even more scared. Like, put some more videos up. You know, because hey, we have to fear the Lord on us. We don't want to be caught out here in Jacob's trouble. We already, even before the C19 event, we already was working, tilling. But as we get closer towards the end, brothers should be putting in more work. Brothers should be going in spirit, studying more, locking in more, because we headed towards the end. You know, you better earn that penny, man, before you be cast off. You got something wrong?
Yeah, real quick definition of grace period. It's a period of time beyond a due date during which a financial obligation may be met without penalty or cancellation.
God, and that due date only the Most High Yahweh knows that judgment date. You know, when all hell's gonna break loose and His Son's gonna return and wreak havoc and destruction, as also along with deliverance, man. Because when all hell breaks loose and destruction is taking place, deliverance is gonna be taking place as well.
Well, I got another one. It's a grace period is a set length of time after the due date during which payment may be made without penalty. A grace period, typically of 15 days, is commonly included in mortgage loan insurance contracts.
See, if Jake knew that time, if he knew that grace period, if he know, all right, on this date, you know, the Lord is going to return this and that. He would wait to the very end. Because Jake procrastinates. When Jake get a bill, if you don't pay this bill by February 15th,
I wait till I get paid next week, 2 weeks. What's
the
calendar.
God.
Yeah.
He I got time. I got 15 days.
It's on the 27th. I got paid that. I get paid on the 26th.
Right.
That shit at 11:59.
11:59. Jake calling y'all here to pay my bill. No. You got it, Ogden.
And that's what the Lord said. He gonna come like as what a thief in the night to Jake. He said, look, if the houseman knew, roughly paraphrase, the houseman. Matter of fact, brother, give me that real quick. If the man knew that a robber would break into his house, get that real quick.
You're prepared, yeah.
Yeah, he would prepare because Jake, the Lord don't want Jake to be prepared because they don't deserve to be prepared. These niggas are out here doing the most wicked shit. Look at Lakeith. Hey, we should have known Esau had him in Get Out. You know, when that nigga was in Get Out with the bug eyes.
That nigga was.
He been had that nigga. He gonna post up with some goddamn woman stalkers on. You know, that's what Jake is doing during this grace period. You know, you got it all.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is Matthew 24:43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known and watched the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
The year 2020 at 8 p.m. I got that on the calendar.
Yep.
No, you can't do that, man.
Yep.
The Lord, that's why that puts fear on you. Like, yo, the Lord may pop up at any moment. So we got to be on our shit. The scriptures say, blessed is he who the Lord found him doing when he shall return. Right. Doing his work, being occupied in what he told you to do.
Yep.
He gonna catch you off guard and be like, oh, gotcha. You know, so hey, man, it's really a beautiful thing because you don't want no niggas in this any damn way. You want the brothers in the chariot that are sincere, that fought to the end. Hey, the angel said these are them that came out of great tribulation and confessed your name and didn't waver. Esdras said he commended them men greatly. Esdras was like, yo, these men here stood stiffly for the names of Yahweh in these great perils and these times that we finna go into. The elect men are going to stand bold. You know, 7,000 men have not bowed the knee to Baal. These men are going to be worthy of that crown. We want to be part of that number, you know?
Yeah, let me get the next verse. It says, therefore be also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man coming. You know, so you got to be ready, man. You got to put that work in, man. Because, hey, the scriptures say no man knoweth the time, you know, that your big bro going to come back, you know? So we got, what's you said in camp? You stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. You know,
even Yahweh shall want to come get his elect, but he gotta wait on.
He don't even.
He on Yahweh's time. He on the Most High. He on his Father's time. Abba Yahweh's time. You know, we all on Abba Yahweh's time until he's pleased with this, with our punishment, our sacrifice. He ain't gonna end our captivity until he's pleased with what we've gone through for what we did to him. Remember, we're likened to him as his woman. We committed adultery.
That's right.
All right, with all these nations. So until he want to let his woman back in the house, right now we still we at the porch right now. You know, we at the porch, but let me in. You know, he peeking out the blinds like, not yet. And he flipped the blinds back up. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. But at least he looking a little bit now. That's the point we at. We're almost back in the house. You know, that's where we want to be, in the good graces with the Lord.
Right.
That shit was funny because right across the street, I don't know what the hell was going on. I was leaving, and the old girl was like, "Baby, please let me in. Baby, please open the door. I've been out here for hours." And that's how we are, you know. And Lord, just, you know, y'all just nope. We ain't learned yet. Any boy had any precepts?
Yeah, Con. I think the brother wanted to say something too, but let me get my precept out first. You can go bring it out. Speed up.
And we can get ready to close it up soon once brothers get their final wall. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna let him read it. I'm gonna let Yash read it. You ready?
Okay. This is Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as not since in the beginning of the world to this time, no, not nor ever shall be. And except those days be shortened, there shall be no flesh saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
So as you can see at the time, like I said, the the more days, it's like the more days when it gets make up, it's like let me sit down. It says, as you can see, when the days get more wickeder, that means that the days get by shorter and shorter and shorter, man. You know, that's how close we is, man. Because don't forget, as the scripture says in Isaiah, it says what? Like I said, if the Lord don't come back, we all should be at Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And we know that Esau gonna, use his quote unquote NWO, but we know that it's not gonna go to that certain extent. But it's gonna be to a certain extent where, okay, the Lord has to come back and basically intervene before the whole, like I said, before all this planet basically be destroyed, man.
Oh yeah.
Con, that's right. And these days is going fast as hell, bro. You might hop on Facebook and then you know how they showed a little memory joint. It said 5 years ago, your old you be like, God damn, yo, that was 5 years ago.
Hey, bro, hey, look, the Passover is in 2 weeks.
God.
It just seemed like we had the Passover.
Yeah, God.
We at the last of the last. If the days go any faster, we'll disappear. So we got to be at the end. You know.
Yo, hey, we be like that meme.
On the Wednesday.
But the dude disappears.
Yeah. It wouldn't be no flesh. And the scripture say no flesh will be saved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, we gotta be at the end of this thing, man. The water you how about Shema, because brothers are worn out. The scripture say he has worn out the saints.
Yep.
You know, brothers are tired of dealing with not having a woman, or if you got a woman, she causing you, hell, dealing with these jobs, dealing with these taxes, dealing with these bills, dealing with you hate seeing your family not in the right mind, not in the right spirit, not knowing their nationality. Brothers is tired of that. So
eating abominable food, smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, we're ready to live, So, but be of good cheer because we're at the end. So don't let that cause you to hang your head low. Hell no. Go hard because, like we were speaking about earlier, our elders was out there for 10 years when nobody was showing up. Yep. So brothers have no excuses, especially right now when the prophecy's jumping off the page. Man, you better hang your head up high.
Yep.
Right. Put up the loins. Right. Put off the weak nature, like the scriptures say.
Right.
That's right.
And that's before the YouTube. That's before YouTube. That's before cell phones. They was out there teaching, man.
Let me see.
Because a lot of these other camps, man, they doing it just because they on TV, man. A lot of these other camps, they doing it for the glitz, the glamour, to be seen, for views, for followers. If there wasn't a camera on them and they didn't have their little platform on YouTube and receiving a little bit of money, they wouldn't be out doing the work, man. They're almost like these church pastors, man. You got it,
1 Peter 1:13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you as a revelation of Hamashiach Yahushua. As obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance, but as he which have called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said don't fashion ourselves like we did in our ignorance. So we got the shit that we did in the world, we was ignorant. We didn't know no better. But now we know better. So we put off that old nature, that weak nature, we put off that effeminate spirit. All right, we put off that soft spirit, we put off that worldly spirit, and we increase in the spirit. Right? What spirit? The spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, the true spirit, that leads us to our crown. We all want a crown put on our head by Yahweh Shai. That's what we're doing this for. We all want to be part of that marriage supper. We all want to be beamed up and then let down to conquer the earth. We all want that glory, man, to be able to be part of conquering up these nations and putting our enemies in chains. Who don't want that honor and glory, right? So this is something to fight for. This is something to hold fast on to, man, because it's a gift. It's been given to us. We can't take it for granted. We got to remember what we've been given. Whatever portion you've been given, whatever lot you've been given, stay in your lot, stay with your portion, and increase your portion. Don't try to be like another brother. Don't try to outdo a brother just because you see him. Just do the best you can do in the spirit. Right. Maximize your abilities, your attributes, man. That's what makes people great. All right. That's what makes athletes, they maximize their gifts that they've been given. Some people can jump higher than others. Some people can shoot better than others. Some people can run faster than others. You maximize the abilities you've been given. All right. You got, brothers got something else they want to bring?
Yeah, Job 38:3. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. You know, so it's another one.
And we wasn't even taught what a man was. You know, girding up yourselves like a man. We didn't even know what a man was in the world, man. You know, everything they told us what a man was bullshit. Because the first thing that makes a man is knowing that you serve Yahweh Shemel. Without that, you lost your man part. What's that, bro?
Bill Cosby and Family Matters.
Yeah, bullshit, man. You know, now we're learning, as we've learned to be men. Now we're learning to be kings. All right, and when Yahweh shall come back, we're gonna learn how to be gods. So it's just all of this is just, it has been a training process. All right, a growth period for us to go back to being the sons of the Most High, the sons of God that have fallen. All right, we failed. We got put in these chains of darkness, and now we're coming out of the darkness, man, into the light. You know, this is a beautiful story that's been wrapping up, man. We're at the end of a biblical book that's been prophesied about for centuries.
Yep.
Been translated by so many different people, right? The elites got the original scrolls hidden, right? I mean, this is heavy what we're a part of, and that's why they'll strike our videos. That's why they'll take down our pages. That's why they'll mess with little old us, because this is the biggest thing going. All right.
Yep.
I got another one.
Cool.
Ecclesiastes 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
We've been changed to a lower state. We got to be patient in this lower state, you know? That's a heavy task, because not every Jake can do that. You imagine how much we have on our plate. We got to go to work and blend in with these people. They'll bug out. If they knew everything we knew and had to go and deal with people in the world, they'll bug the fuck out. Here it is. We know the world is in it. Here it is. We know the destruction that's coming, but we still go in this town and greet you, right? Have conversations with you in the world. If people can't do that shit, they'll bug the fuck out.
Hey, yo, that remind me that's Salaki. That remind me that Dave Chappelle episode where he could read somebody else's mind that was talking to him. You know, if you remember that shit, yo, if they could really read our minds when we was out and about at the job, yo, these people damn near try to kill us, bro.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
We have a lot that we juggle and balance, man. You know, it's not an easy task. The Lord said it's not easy. He called it what? The straight and narrow. Wide is the gate that leadeth to destruction. Everybody going the wide way. It be few that findeth the straight and narrow path that leadeth to salvation. But we chose to man up and take that straight and narrow path. That you can't see the end, but you know you have faith that at the end of that is your life, your salvation, your family, your children, your wives, right, your land, right? You have faith that at the end of this straight and narrow path, you're going to be made into a king. You're going to be made. That's faith. That takes faith. The Lord said, "Blessed is he that believeth upon me, but have not seen him." Right? We ain't seen Yahweh shine this age, but we believe that he is the son, and we believe that he's coming back. Right? And we have vivid imagery to be able to picture the chariots, you know, picture the kingdom to the best of our ability. And that's what keeps us going. Yep.
So it says, Salaki, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Hey, there goes that what Kevin Samuel say? What he called them, the top quality men,
high value men.
Yeah, that's the high value men, acceptable men, the men that's gonna be tried in this fire. That's the high value. Mm-hmm. All right. The men that's gonna be tried in that fire and come out. We gotta have the faith like Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, walk in that fire and know we ain't gonna get touched. You know, that takes immense faith, man. To walk in fire, You know, but we have these examples to boost our faith. You know that it's possible with Yahweh Shai, you know, and he's working on our behalf. Look at what the Lord is doing with Russia and all these tensions, regardless if it's, you know, propaganda or not. It's causing the prophecies to come to pass faster. The Lord is working on our behalf, man. Since I've been in the truth, man, the water y'all, we've been waiting to see this shit. We've been waiting to see these damn prophecies do what they're doing right now, man. We're living in the best time. Man, like I said, I'll be driving to work happy to the motherfucker. Like, hey, motherfucker, this shit. It ain't much longer, shit. Fuck it. You know, we at the end. And the water for the brotherhood that we have the brotherhood too. You know, this ain't the time to be the lone wolf for the pack, right? I can do it on my own. Man, you don't want to go into this time not having, you know, brothers there, man. You know, you want to have a place where if you get stranded, you can lay your head at a brother's crib. His crib is open to you. A brother that you can hit up, brother that you can look out for things. This is about the brotherhood. The Lord had brothers he walked with, the 12 disciples. All right, they wasn't out lone wolfing, man. Right. If you can be amongst brothers, be amongst brothers. Even if they're not letting you in the camp, come to the camp and listen. Be amongst the altar. Right. In the group chat. Right. Once we in the kingdom, we ain't pitching camp no more. You gonna miss out on the greatest. Going to camp is the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. I might to go to camp, man. How many Jakes have missed out on that opportunity just to be around that spiritual energy and be around the brothers and see the chariots that we see and be in the situations that we've encountered and come out of, man?
Yeah, like we said, you know, if it was some kabah, well, we know it's vagina, some pussy. Oh, Jacob go 3 hours, 4 hours, jump on a plane, get a passport, go across the next side of the world for some pussy. Right. But it's, you know, to hear the truth, man, it's always, you know, it doesn't seem like it's always an excuse, man. Right.
Yep. That's right. And that brotherhood, and even on a lower level, when you see these superstars in the NFL, the NBA, boxing, these different sports, they had a team with them, man. You know, they didn't get that far on their own, man. They had, you know, mentors. They might have had their father with them, training them. You know, they got 2-3 trainers, a workout partner, this, that, and so forth. They got a whole team, a whole entourage that surrounds them. You know, that they can go for help.
Look at the boxers.
God, they didn't do that on their own. They didn't lone wolf all the way up to the top, man. Hey, look at Mike Tyson, man. You know, with all he went through training, you know, basically being broken down and brought up to be the fighter that, you know, he was, man. You know,
and you know the teams that win the championships, they're not the teams that just have the best players. They're the teams that work in unity.
Right?
Yep. They're the teams that the players, the all-star player, he comes into practice, and he goes and talks to the guy that only hit threes. He might not be in the starting five. He may come off the bench. Right. Let me talk to this guy. Let me fill out his game. Let me know what spot he like to go to, so I can pass it to him at the right time. Let me know when he gets in the rhythm, so it can better the team. It ain't just I'm the best guy on the court, so I go and just show out. That don't win. Right. Everybody being in unison, learning each other. You know what I'm saying? Bouncing off each other. Hey, this Lord said we gathered that he already missed them. You got it all.
God, and those teams, man, that work in unity, even the players that sit on the bench are okay with that, man. As long as the team executes what they went to do, they get that win. You know, they're together, man. They're okay with those teams that are good and are in unity. You know, they ain't got players on the bench like, man, I ain't getting no play time. Man, why do you always put him in? Man, now they on the side cheering. You know what I'm saying? Involved.
When I get in, I'm like everybody lose.
He said, when I get in, I'm shooting every time I touch
the ball. Yeah. That's the lone wolf. That's Tracy McGrady. And when I get in, fuck you niggas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He got 50 points, but what's his field goal percentage?
Right.
He's 10 for 40. That's not how you win. We all got to work off each other, build each other up. Iron sharpens iron, and we all want to grow together. I want the next brother next to me to have as much knowledge as I have, and even more. You know what I'm saying? We want to. The scriptures say, surround yourself around men that have the knowledge, have the wisdom, so you can grow. Right. You know, this ain't about us hogging the truth so we can be the top dude. No, we want all brothers to grow, you know, together so we can be the best that we can be for the Lord. We're the Lord's government. We want to be the best we can be for him. A bride found without spot, blameless within the sight of the Lord, man.
Right. You know? And the scriptures speak about that. Seek to be around wise counsels, man.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
But Jake, he wants to be around the council of the ungodly. He wants to see the Esau's table, man. He wants to sell his soul for a little bit of clout, a little bit of money, a little bit of fame to get a new rap name. He want little in front of his name, you know. You know, so
I'm gonna keep going. It says, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him and your reward shall not fail.
mm-hmm.
Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy.
Yep.
So it says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Yep.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Right, and we do hope. We hope and pray, you know, that we are part of that hopeful elect, you know, that we get beamed up in those ships, that we get saved, that we get delivered, man. You know, when all hell breaks loose, we're going to be looking to the skies, man. You know, while the rest of these niggas running, hiding, you know, frantic out here, you know, we're going to be looking to the skies, you know, Lord, when we see a bright chariot come out of nowhere, man, you know, and that deliverance beam come out. You got it out.
It says,
we're gonna have angels showing us, you know, because we're gonna become pilgrims. So
yep.
A lot of brothers are actually going to encounter angels
Yep.
that lead them to safe destinations. It may be a guy. You just meet him out of nowhere. He's like, hey man, I know a good place over here that's situated. You know, a lot of things is gonna happen for us on our journeys. You're gonna be like, damn, that ain't nothing but the Lord right there.
Right.
You know,
right.
We have faith that it's gonna happen. We gotta have faith. We ain't got shit else. If we don't believe, Esau is gonna destroy us, man.
Yep.
What he is going to come with, you can't fight it, man.
That's right.
He's been blessed with the sword, and he done maximized his blessing, man.
Right.
This nigga got some sci-fi shit.
Yep.
You know, so we need spiritual power, man.
Hey, that brother Yashka Bar, you know, showing us what what Esau has, man. You know, that let us know right there. That boosted my faith, man. I'm like, yo, that's all we have is faith, man.
Hey, Ayash, you want to say something on that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like ever since I came into the faith, you know, my faith has been boosted based on, you know, a lot of the things that I've seen, you know, Esau being privy to. And you know, you soon realize that means nothing, you know, in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because it's all about faith. It's all about believing that he is a rewarder of them who diligently seek him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can have all these toys, you can have all these amenities, you can have all this money, you can have everything. But at the end of the day, bro, you know, if you don't have, you know, the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai backing you, not, you know, and you know, as a brother, you know, it made me happy, you know, being able to bring these things to light that you know we normally wouldn't be privy to. So,
Right.
You know, I give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for allowing me to be able to do that. And yeah.
And you know, it's like David and Goliath, man. You know, and Goliath being the so-called white man. You know, with all his technology, his gadgets, his sword, the troops, his armies, his direct energy weapons, his robots.
What David say? David said, "Man, I can't wear this heavy ass armor, man. This shit too big for me. Give me a stone, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a kill through Yahweh, the spirit of Yahushua."
And they was looking at David like he was crazy. They was looking at David like a stone and a slingshot, and that's how these niggas is looking at us, man. Yeah. They looking at us like faith. You gonna do? You know, they look at us like we crazy, like they gonna die. You know, these guys ain't gonna make it because they ain't arming up, because they ain't coming together. They ain't saving food. They don't have no plan. You know, this, that, and so forth, man. You know, but little do they know it's gonna take faith, man. You know, not no carnal working out and push-ups ain't gonna do it, man, so to speak.
Yeah, what he don't see is this force field that the Lord has built around brothers. We have built an impenetrable force field. You can't break this. Even if you bring agents in the camps, you can't infiltrate the elect.
Right.
You already lost, nigga, because the faith comes from the spirit. You can't kill, and you can't kill the spirit, man. You can take the flesh away, but the spirit, hey, brother, that belongs to Yahweh Shemel Shah. So you lost. See, we ain't gonna step into your domain. We know you ill with the sword, but step into our domain. We gonna force you to step into the spiritual side, man. You gonna lose.
God.
Yeah, just look at what's that route in Chesapeake, that long ass tunnel that go up, going to Eastern Shore.
Yeah, Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Just look at that shit right there and let you know, Esau, the Lord blessed Esau with all types of the fatness of the earth. But how much more we actually serve the living power and righteousness, man. That's what I'm saying. We have nothing to worry about. All we got to have is faith. You got to think about it, man. The Heavenly Father let the lowest man on earth have jets, build all types of, I don't know, bro, been like Louisiana or different states and shit, different countries. But if you see how Esau has built like skyscrapers and shit, you'd be like,
yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing. All you gotta do is look at like the like certain like things that so-called white man has built. And you'd be like, yo, if the Lord allowed this man to do this, how much more us?
Yeah.
So what do we have to really lack faith for? And look, and this man is a homosexual. He's lawless. He allowed a lawless man to get this achievement. That just shows you how much the love he's going to have for his elect.
Hey,
and I'm going
one good thing Apostle Paul said in that lesson. He said when they was getting kind of down in the spirit about not seeing no fruit for them for that 10-year period, Apostle Paul told them, "Hey man, we down in the spirit, but what else we gonna do?
Yep.
What else we gonna do? What else we got?" So
and that's true, man.
And so at the end of the day, what else you got, Nick? Where you going back to? You have nothing but the Lord, man. So you better run to him. You better corrupt.
It says, look at Ecclesiastes 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? On whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Woe to you that have
right.
lost.
You too. The majority of our people, they're not going to be defended, man. They're not going to be saved on this side. The Most High is not going to protect the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man.
Hey, you had Salah, you had that Judite chick crying and shit, thinking she about to get shipped to Ukraine. Hey, this the times that we in, man.
Yeah. And they wanted equality.
Yeah.
These women wanted equality. Well, here you go. Go to war. Here's your gun. Here's your badge. Here's your uniform.
Go get all them quiches in the hood.
Right. You want equality. You wanted to be feminist. You want to be in the same playing field as a man. Well, all right, here you go.
Yep. Hey, with the first pick in the draft, Keisha from Cup.
Hey, we're gonna be watching the draft pick like an NBA draft.
Keisha and Maria.
Yeah. We're gonna watch that shit like the NBA draft.
Yeah.
Got that NFL draft.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And hey, man.
He said, coming out of Portsmouth.
Ray and Tay, bring your ass.
5'11", 275.
Coming out of Jackson Ward.
They're gonna say special
Judah Street.
Her special move is, bro.
Hey, he good at hopping fences.
These women gonna find out real quick, man, that hey, a man and a woman is not the same, man. We ain't no seeing eye to eye, ain't no level playing field, man. As simple as that. And animal nature teaches you that. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So it says
You got it.
a little bit more than we close out. Woe to you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
Hey, I seen Zion today.
Oh man,
Woe to them that lost patience.
Yep.
And it's crazy because I said what's up to him, but I didn't know who he was. He said what's up to me first. He was driving the car. I'm on the route, so I'm being friendly with niggas. So I said what's up. Then I looked, and he stared at me with them bug eyes. He said, "Nigga, yeah, nigga. Woe to you have lost patience. They got that ashamed look on their face, like they guilty. You niggas are guilty, and you niggas are gonna get the worst judgment, because the scriptures tell you better they that have not known than you that did know and forsook the Lord's labor, man. So hey, y'all, them niggas got a special judgment coming in Jacob's trouble, man. And I don't feel bad for you, all right. Like the brother said, you left brothers out with certain things, that didn't get taken care of, but you gonna just leave. You niggas are niggas, man.
Yep.
so they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. Last verse, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy.
Hey, and the precept that goes with that, if the Most High is with us, who can be against us, man? Who can be against us? The Lord that controls everything, man. Then why not be on the side of righteousness? Why not be on the side of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man?
That's right. They both close out, man.
Mother's, you go ahead and close out. Oh, yes. Mother's, go ahead and close out.
God. So with that, hope everybody was edified. It's a beautiful lesson to be in the spirit and to know that, like I said, these end time prophecies are surely but fastly approaching, man. As you can see, the days ahead, man. It's already March. What is it? What's today? March 2nd. March 2nd, and like I said, soon to be March 3rd. March 3rd by tomorrow, man. So as you can see, hey, again, like I said, the Lord's speeding up the days for the elect's sake, man. It's so beautiful, and like I said, this is just the beginning of the year. As you can see, like I said, this is a time of New Year's, the real New Year. So we know that things are gonna get heated up during summertime, man. Things are coming, so it's beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be
2022 ain't been turned up yet. I don't know what these. I don't know what Jay's watching, bro. I don't know what they see.
God. So with that, hopefully brothers was edified. It's another beautiful lesson. This is a great milestone. We'll give you lessons. To give you the lessons, news, and articles to the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And as always, first and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory and honor due to Yahweh. Okay, when I say double line, said that was a great millstone. We love for teaching us the truth. And of course, we say peace and blessings and salutations to Yakima that is putting the truth of the full preserve, specifically to the best of their ability, scattered wherever they may be. With that, I want to say shalom. Kwame Yashala. Walk up a ball.
And shalom to the people on the comment board. We see you. Water for tuning in.
Come. Shalom, Makim.